This afternoon, Philippine time, both GRP and the NDF panels signed a joint statement on the agreements forged during the 4-day talks. They reaffirmed all previously signed agreements between the GRP and the NDF. The negotiating parties likewise agreed to accelerate the peace negotiations and set timelines for the completion of the remaining substantive agenda. More details of this report from George Bandola, reporting live from Oslo, Norway. George?
Kathy, after more than 4 years, the government of the Republic of the Philippines and the National Democratic Front of the Philippines have talked again. Here in Oslo, Norway, both panel have agreed on at least 6 major agenda that were seen to further improve the relationship of the government and the rebels, going on to the final peace pact, hopefully within a year from today. And in a joint statement, in a signed joint statement signed today, following the completion of the first round of talks, among the important agenda that were agreed are first the reaffirmation of previous agreements. That includes the Hague Joint Declaration of 1992 and the Joint Agreement on Safety and Immunity Guarantee in 1995, as well as other previous agreements. That includes the respect for human rights and international humanitarian law, and also the reconstitution of the JASIG list, or the Joint Agreement on Safety and Immunity Guarantees, which both parties have agreed on the procedure and persons responsible for the documentation of the NDFP holders of identification, safekeeping of documents, and verification of the holders of identification in accordance with the JASIG. The third agenda that was approved is the acceleration of the peace negotiations, which the parties agreed to accelerate the peace process and set a timeline for the completion of the remaining substantive agenda for the talks. Both panel from the GRP also agreed on the reconstitution of the Joint Monitoring Committee, which will constantly monitor all the agreements and the implementation of these agreements following their signing. And the fourth and the fifth and the sixth agreements were as follows: the releases of the political prisoners, and amnesty program, in which the GRP agreed that they will immediately recommend to the President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, as soon as they arrive back home, to issue an amnesty proclamation subject to the concurrence of the Congress, and also the ceasefire, which the Communist Party of the Philippines and the GRP have agreed to issue and declare an indefinite unilateral ceasefire following their temporary or interim ceasefires that has been agreed upon before. So earlier during the day, Minister Bård Brende of the Norwegian government have lauded both panel for the speedy agreement on the 6 major agenda. Last night, the GRP and the NDF had started to share dinner in a brutal fight here at the Holmenkollen Park Hotel in Oslo, Norway. But at least this dinner was prepared by a group of Filipino migrants here in Norway, and have been shared also by media people. So live here from Oslo, Norway with Larry Doon for the PTV News, I'm George Bandola.
Thank you, George.